지금부터 반란수괴윤석열체포, 내란공범국민의힘해체, 12월 9일 민중민주당 정당연설회를 구호외치며 시작하겠습니다. 반란수괴윤석열체포라! 체포라! 내란공범국민의힘해체라! 해체라! 2차 비상계엄 책동 분사자! 국지장도배 즉각 중단하라! Arrest 윤석열! Who is the ringleader of fascist coup? Arrest 윤석열! Arrest 윤석열! Arrest 윤석열! Disband the PPP! Resist accomplice in treason! Disband the PPP! Disband the PPP! Disband the PPP! On December 3rd at 10:29 p.m., South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol declared martial law. This martial law was an illegal act that completely violated the Constitution and Martial Law Act, thereby destroying constitutional order. The required condition for martial law, equivalent to wartime operations, was not met, and Yoon's fascist gangs obstructed lawmakers from entering the National Assembly by mobilizing the military. Furthermore, martial law was declared without deliberation by the cabinet, and the proclamation by the Martial Law Command criminalized the activities of the National Assembly and the legislative branch, which are protected under the Constitution and the Martial Law Act, while embedding directives for suppression of civilians. In Central Seoul, armored vehicles from the Capital Defense Command were deployed, and Unit 77, a special unit infamous for its decapitation operations, entered the National Assembly armed with real ammunition. According to the reports, the military police of the Capital Defense Command was tasked with arresting lawmakers and transporting them to the counterintelligence bunker in Gwacheon. Additionally, arrest teams were formed to detain key opposition figures, including opposition leaders. It was also confirmed that the number of military personnel involved in the blockade and intrusion into the National Assembly was not initially reported 280, but 685. The reason for Yoon Suk-yeol's declaration of martial law is clear. The opposition party had announced plans to introduce the Special Prosecutor Act for Kim Gon-hee on December 10th and submit a request for a permanent special investigation. Facing the worst political crisis, where refusal to appoint a permanent special prosecutor after rejecting the act 3 times would constitute grounds for the impeachment, Yoon declared martial law on December 3rd, a week earlier. Yoon's view of martial law as an escape route has been evident through his preparation for a wartime martial law scenario in recent months. In August, as Yoon provocatively labeled groups as anti-state organizations, he initiated fascist crackdown by raiding People's Democratic Party, among others, and simultaneously incited localized military conflicts in October, aiming to leverage war as a pretext for martial law. When North Korea did not respond, Yoon declared martial law without the excuse of war. As soon as martial law was declared, our people gathered courageously in front of the National Assembly, blocking the martial law forces' entry with their bare hands. Within 2.5 hours, a resolution of lift martial law was passed in the National Assembly. On the morning of December 4th, the People's Democratic Party had a political rally in front of the U.S. Embassy, strongly demanding the arrest of Yoon Suk-yeol, the ringleader of this rebellion, while workers launched the indefinite general strike. Every day since, candlelight rallies calling for the arrest of Yoon Suk-yeol have been held nationwide with 1 million people gathering around the National Assembly on December 7th, the day of the impeachment vote, to demand Yoon's impeachment and arrest. However, the impeachment motion against Yoon was ultimately rejected on December 7th. The ruling People Power Party declared a party line to oppose impeachment and reject the Special Prosecutor Act for Kim Gun-hee, which was introduced that day. To obstruct the impeachment process, People Power Party members staged a collective walkout, and the party leadership violated parliamentary procedure by blocking lawmakers from even voting on impeachment. As a result, the likelihood of a second martial law declaration and localized military conflicts has risen significantly. Yoon visited the Joint Chiefs of Staff Combat Control Room and at dawn on December 4th and scolded then Defense Minister Kim Yong-hyun, saying, "I told you to arrest the lawmaker first. Why didn't you do it?" And added, "If martial law is lifted, I can just declare it again." The President's office claimed there were no orders to arrest the politicians, only directives for clear of spies. However, the series of events indicates an attempt to fabricate charges of absence against opposition lawmakers. Meanwhile, it was revealed that Kim Yong-hyun had ordered a drone infiltration into Pyongyang in October and had directed a precision strike against the source of balloon launches about a week before on December 3rd martial law declaration. On December 6th, a Korean-American professor warned Yoon might order attack on North Korea to maintain his grip on power. It is well known that Yoon Suk-yeol is provoking the local conflict, the local war in Korean Peninsula. It is well known that Yoon Suk-yeol is the ringleader of an insurrection and this fascist coup. The People Power Party, which shielded and facilitated Yoon's military rebellion during the initial martial law declaration and the impeachment process, is the worst unconstitutional party and fascist nest. To overthrow Yoon's fascist dictatorship and dismantle the unconstitutional People Power Party, the continued pursuit of impeachment is essential. With our united strength, the great Korean people will eradicate these fascist coup and insurrectionist rebellious forces and defend our democracy and pave the way for the truly democratic society. Let's chant the slogans together. Arrest Yoon Suk-yeol, who is the ringleader of fascist coup! Arrest Yoon Suk-yeol! Arrest Yoon Suk-yeol! Arrest Yoon Suk-yeol! Disband the PPP, which is the country's in treason! Disband the PPP! Disband the PPP! 같이 다 함께 구호를 치겠습니다. 반란수괴윤석열 체포하라! 체포하라! 내란공범 국민의힘 해체하라! 2차 비상계엄 책동 분사하자! 국지전 도발 즉각 중단하라! 다 함께 민중의 노래 제청하겠습니다.
Bluetooth has been connected.
다 함께 구호를 치겠습니다. 반란수괴 윤석열 체포하자!
체포하자! 체포하자! 체포하자!
내란공범 국민의힘 해체하라!
해체하라! 해체하라! 해체하라!
Arrest 윤석열! Arrest 윤석열! Arrest 윤석열! Disband PPP! Disband PPP! Disband PPP! 이상으로 민중민주당 정당연설회 마치겠습니다.